What's up, guys? Welcome to a bit of a different video, and I'll explain why I'm in my kitchen about to make some food. As some of you guys may know, I'm still a little bit sick, and I hate the fact that that has to happen, but I feel like, I'm feeling okay enough to at least record something. So today is not going to be crazy wild stuff in games like usual. This is just going to be me taking it at my completely own pace. And today we're gonna, well, at 4 p.m. cook up some breakfast. What we're cooking is some pancakes, some strawberry pancakes, and the strawberry comes in the form of this. This is awesome. I'll talk a little bit more about this in just a second. And quickly before we begin, this is me holding an iPhone, so if it's shaking a little bit too much, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to keep it as steady as possible. But let's take a look at the ingredients. This is 135 grams of flour. We got some salt over there, which is kind of greased up. It has a lot of history. Don't worry, the salt is fine. Over here we have the dairy product that we're going to use for this. This is basically, this kålskål translates directly, by the way, with strawberries right there. But this translates to cold bowl, like this, like a bowl like this. A cold bowl. Really what this is a cross between, I think, yogurt and milk, just regular milk. So that's sort of a sour dairy product that we're going to use for the pancakes. Then some sweetening in the form of syrup, vanilla extract, natural vanilla extract. God, this is out of focus. This one, oh God, I'm looking through the camera to grip these things. This is, oh God, retain focus. There we go, right. Bavarian cream flavor. Red food coloring is also optional for this. I don't think I'm going to use it, but you never know. Over here we got the eggs, and these eggs we're going to split up into two parts. We're going to have the yolks in here, and then we're going to have the whites in there. And this is 35 grams of sugar. And then, of course, a nice cup of coffee for me. So flour there, and then a pinch of salt, just a pinch or like half a teaspoon or something. Put that into there, get a fork or anything else, and then just, mix it up gently. There's the salt. I'm just going to throw that down there. But I'm going to sift this over there, and then I'm going to sift it right back into here so that the salt and the flour is well combined. Alright, so this has been sifted 2 times now, and it still looks lumpy, but that's okay. The smaller flour grains have been sort of separated more, which is the whole purpose. So all of these clumps of here you actually want in there because they're going to make things just a little bit fluffier. You may not think that, but they actually do. Now this next bowl here, after I wipe this off, is the wet mix bowl. So I'm going to separate the eggs yolks into here, and then the whites over here with the sugar that I'm going to, explain just a little bit later. And then you want the dairy product in there, you want the syrup and optional extracts. I like the ones I have, so I'm going to use those. Alright, yolks are in the bowl and the whites are all the way over here. I should mention this, that the eggs preferably should be room temperature. They just do their thing best whenever we're going to work with the whites over here. But not really needed. It's just a little bit of a better result if they are room temperature. Judging by that, that is maybe just a little bit too much syrup, but that's okay. We want to complement some sweetness with the sour milk product. So this is it. That's the first. In you go. Oh, that's all the seeds from the strawberries down there. That looks interesting. And number 2, there we go. Now, I don't know if these ones were in the shop before, but these are known as pipettes. Like, for instance, if I just take one of these, you can see that this will most likely be used for this little extract down here. That one right there is 1,000 to 1, so that's a really, really strong flavor. I tried to put a small drop on my tongue from one of these, and literally I could not taste anything for 2 days. I mean that. That is serious. Like, be careful with these extracts. Now, if you don't know what Bavarian cream is, if you ever come across these bottles, they're not very expensive, but if you ever come across these, just buy the Bavarian cream one so you can open it and smell it once in a while. I wish you guys could smell this. Like, this is probably the best baking cream flavor ever. It's awesome. So you see how much I got right there? I'm not even going to use all that. I'm only going to use 1 drop. That's it. Then the rest of this, I'm going to try to aim this through the camera. I can go right down there. Got the focus. Okay, vanilla extracts coming in. Boom, there we go. But yeah, everything is put in the same bowl over here. So now all you want to do is just punch up the egg yolks and then whisk this up just nice and smooth until it sort of becomes an orangey flavor because of all the strawberry stuff in there. Is that eggs or what the hell is that? I need a whisk for this. Yeah, this is better. I think this is going to be a lot better. And sort of scrape out all the sides of the bowl as well and get everything mixed well together. But yeah, I'm only using 1 drop of that small extract over there because, we don't want to overshadow the strawberry flavor. And even though this is a strawberry flavor, it's actually not that present. Alright, that is well combined. That is perfect. So now for the third part, which is the meringue. We're going to use the egg whites there and the sugar together to make a meringue, but I just quickly want to explain what I'm gonna do. First of all, I'm gonna whip these up to stiff peaks. And stiff peaks, you can basically check if you have that if you turn the bowl upside down and nothing falls out. I'm serious. Go ahead and try it. After that, the sugar goes in, and then I'm gonna whisk that up again to make a meringue. And after that, I'm gonna combine this and this with each other, and then slowly incorporate that mixture over here into the soft and fluffy meringue over here. Fluffy! Okay, we're ready for the first test. Let's see here. Is it slipping out? No. No, you know what? This works just fine. You see, there's the light. So it is upside down. This is stiff peaks, ladies and gentlemen. And now take the sugar, just sprinkle that around, 35 grams to 2 egg whites roughly. And then you're gonna wanna whip this up once more with this until you have a nice, smooth and fluffy texture. Now sometimes, you know, it doesn't want to come all together very well. This one did kind of. I'm still not done here, but what I want to show you is, you know, if you want this to really combine very well, just take a spatula, go around the sides and just scrape every little sugar corn down, or, you know, some egg white that hasn't necessarily been fluffed up correctly. Incorporate that into it, like folding, quite like this. So you just fold it nice and gently so that you don't lose all that air. And something that I've noticed a lot of cooking YouTubers do, because I'm actually a foodie, for those of you guys who haven't figured out so far, whenever you hit this on the side of your bowl, you are banging out all the air you just put so much effort into putting in there. So rather, use your other hand. I can't do that right now, but use your other hand as the edge and then tap it on that so you don't waste any air. Now this right here, this is what you want it to look like. Kind of like a mix between whipped cream and soft ice. Looks a little bit weird, but this is what you want essentially. This goes in here, and that's pretty much it. Then I'm just going to whisk this up very, very nice, and then slowly we're going to incorporate that mix into the whites over here. Remember this is a very strict rule. You don't just dump this over here. You need to take a small part of this, put it in there, and then just fold it very, very nicely. Like, I don't think I can do this with one hand, the bowl keeps moving, but like that basically, and then just very gentle, slow strokes. Take your time, be patient so you don't knock out too much air. You don't want to just stir up, because then you knock out the air as well. I'm going to see if I can do this. This may be a little bit messy in my kitchen, and I'm just going to try to... This is so hard through the camera. Just like that. That small of an amount. You see how much we have left? Like, that is nothing compared to how much we had. That, you simply just want to go around and just... Oh god, that's a train outside. I hear the train outside, but you basically just want to fold that in until it has a nice unison color and try not to knock off all the air. There's the second time around. I'm going to put roughly double. Like, is that double? I think that's okay, right? And we still got a lot of stuff in here, so I guess there's for 2 or 3 more times that we could add some stuff. So just take your time, go around. I mean, this is a lot easier with 2 hands, so that's why I need a freaking cameraman for this in case I'm going to do some more of this. But I'll be right back once I've incorporated all of this into here. Again, keep in mind, go slowly. That's what she said. Alright, it's time to fry these bad boys up, and I've sort of heated the pan onto medium-low heat because we don't want to burn our pancakes. So what you're going to need is some paper towel, a bit of cooking oil, and of course your pancake batter. And I'm using this one right here, the 100 milliliter one, to scoop it over into the pan. The reason why I'm using the paper cloth is because you want this to go, this is weird through the camera, but to go up there, right? So you basically have a nice grip on there, nothing pours out whenever you turn it upside down, because you're going to turn this upside down for about 3 seconds and then let the cloth absorb as much oil as possible, and then just go around into the pan, because you don't want to deep fry the outsides of your pancakes, and you just want to activate the non-sticky layer. Alright, let's get this into the pan. So this, as you can tell, whenever it hits the pan, is kind of a frothy looking mixture. As you can see, there's all the small pebbles from where I'm pouring. That is the texture you want. Now, if you don't know this, all these small bubbles around the side is an indication that you need to flip your pancake. But these are not, you know, enough bubbles just yet. I need a few more around the side, just like the ones there. You can see those small spikes kind of in the dough or the batter. That is the air bubbles inside currently expanding. But over here on this side, as you can see, there's not that much. And that's because I placed the pan on this just a little bit uneven so that all the heat hasn't been absorbed all the way around. That's another thing that you really want to look out for, to cook these evenly. You see that on the side and also sort of in the center all the way around? That is what you're looking for. At this point, your pancake should be completely brown underneath, at least golden brown, maybe not burned, hopefully not burned. And here, ladies and gentlemen, come the pancake flip. Look at that. Whoa, crap. Okay, I need to scoop this up. Alright guys, I'm just going to be pouring in the next batch here. There we go. Alright, gorgeous. That sizzle sound is not necessarily something you want all the way through, but it's okay when you're just pouring on the mix. So I guess I'm just going to be fast forwarding here, and then I'll see you once all of the pancakes are done. Also, I'm going to keep them hot in the oven, so I better turn that on. So the very last one here is maybe just a tiny bit bigger than the others, but that's okay. That's always sort of how it ends up whenever you use a little bit what's left of the batter onto the final pancake. But these are the final pancakes, and I'm going to try to cut into this in just a second and show you how it looks. There were originally 5, but as many of you pancake lovers out there know, you always got to try the first one. Alright, here they are. It looks pretty good. Again, I wanted them to be a lot more fluffier, but I guess that's what the buttermilk does. Also, I think I just kind of dropped them a little bit too hard whenever I was flipping them again, so yeah, that's pretty much it. But this is sort of the final result. And they may look burned out here. That's actually just a nice toast around the entire pancake. You can see nothing is wrong on the inside. So guys, this was my sick day video. I'm actually kind of exhausted from making pancakes, so I'll go ahead and I'll eat this now. But thank you so much for watching. Of course, I'll add some butter and some syrup to this, and I'll see you in the next one. There we go. Yay, the next one. Peace, guys.